Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to talk about 5 ways to look confident during an interview. And if you watch my video, How to Have a Winning Interview, then you should be absolutely ready to nail that interview. So now let's tackle how to look confident in the interview. Hey guys, this is Cherie from The Exceptional Assistant, and my channel is all about the day-to-day responsibilities and scenarios of the professional assistant. So whether you're an executive assistant today looking for new tips and tricks, or you're new to the administrative role, this channel will be a great source of information for you. I've worked for executive level leaders within the largest corporations in America, from the gaming industry, the banking industry, and the movie entertainment industry. I've had some of the greatest executive mentors throughout the years, and this is my platform to share what I know. Now let's get to the video. How we interview has changed so much with the pandemic. We are scheduled either on a virtual interview or an in-person interview or by a phone interview. But whichever interview method you're on, your confidence has to shine through on all platforms. So it's time to get ready, time to practice and pull up your confidence to meet your future employer. If you're scheduled to have a virtual interview, always check the meeting link the company provided you in the meeting invite prior to the interview to make sure that you can get in. You don't want to run into any technical issues minutes before the interview starts. I would check the link the night before, so if there are any technical problems, you'll have enough time to correct it. It's also a good idea to look up the attendees who will be participating in the interview on LinkedIn or on Google. This way, as they join the virtual meeting, you can recognize them. And you'll have some background information on them. Normally, the participants' names will be listed on the meeting invite. The day of the virtual interview, always log on early, at least 5 minutes early. As the attendees start to jump on, you're already on, so it shows your ability to be on time. When everyone has joined the meeting, be sure to greet them and thank them for their time to meet with you. As the interview begins, sit up straight, sit still throughout the entire interview, maintaining a positive and professional disposition, and be absolutely aware of your hand and arm movements. You normally speak with a lot of hand gestures and movements. I'm going to tell you to put your hands together and lie them on your lap to control the excessive hand and arm movements, because this really doesn't come off well. If you're going in for a face-to-face interview, the same thing applies with the introduction greeting and when the interview begins with sitting up straight and controlling your hand and arm movements. If you're not familiar with the location, make sure to leave way early to anticipate getting lost while driving there, or getting lost if it's a big campus, and make sure you have the phone number of the individual that scheduled the interview in case you need assistance to finding the office location. Be ready not to see a handshake. With the pandemic, some people have put the handshake on the chopping block, so don't be offended if a hand isn't extended. The worst thing that can happen during an interview is drawing a blank when they ask you a question, or you start to ramble because you're so nervous. And here's where I'm going to tell you from my video, How to Have a Winning Interview. Practice in front of the mirror and ask yourself the questions where you can answer those questions just from your memory. Because you've already spent a lot of time practicing and anticipating their questions, you most likely won't run into either of those situations. But remember one thing as you walk into that interview, you made it to a face-to-face interview, and that speaks volumes that your resume stood out to them with the skill sets that they're looking for. Sell yourself. Let them know how great of an impact you made on your last employer and on your last executive, and tie it to the job responsibilities of the position you're applying for. So those are my recommendations, how to show your confidence. You may not feel it, but show it anyway and put yourself on that performance stage. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. And if you have a great tip to share, leave it in the comments. Thanks everybody for watching. Take care.